Welcome back. This is about 2 weeks later. I haven't gotten back to this project after we've printed. So remember we did a print with all the support structures in place, so it looks quite bad. But we'll see what's hidden underneath all this support. You can also print like this. There's no support in this, so this is a clean print. You don't need any support. This, for instance, with all the holes and stuff that we had to be in detail, we actually enabled all the support. So let's start with it and let's see what comes out from it. The one thing, just cleaning up all of these openings is normally, sometimes it's easy and other times you actually struggle quite a bit. I do have a feeling I've made some mistakes, so it might not be the only print that we're going to do, but I'm not going to bore you with another print. If there's any changes, I'll just bring it back to the final version. A lot of people never see this part of the printing process. We need to clean off or print. So I'm including it in this video because this is was quite a lot involved in this print. So it'd be interesting to see how far cleanup will need to take place. And what will the end result be? I think I've stated before in one of the other videos that I'm not very happy with this filament. It's a PLA, but the print quality, the overall print quality on this filament is not what I like. And it is a brand that I use a lot. I mean, I've got the other colors I normally print is the same brand, no problem. So I don't know if this is a late Friday afternoon of the production RAM filament, but yeah, it's not the best that I've printed with, but I've got it and I need to use it. Because I've cleaned it up to a point where we can use the Dremel to rest. So I'm just checking to make sure that our knots fit nice. So technically, if we put this in there, and I still need to clean that all up a little bit more. I need to clean this up a lot. Before we do that, let's just see. Oh, this is going to sit. It's quite a lot more robust, with less flakes. And I think it's going to be a very, very tight fit. It's going to be an extremely tight fit. I think let's go up, clean this a little bit further, and I'll bring it back afterwards. Well, we're back. Let's clean up quite nice. And look at all the support material, bits and pieces that came off. This is the bottom section. It came out quite nice. I've put the screws in already. I had to take a drill and just stuck it through there to clean it up, but I didn't have to open it up. So we'll still see if everything's going to fit nicely. We need to get this band in there, both sides. You need to see if these rubbers are going to fit. The one thing I had to change was these knobs. Can't zoom. There it zooms. So I'm going to reprint this whole unit, because you can see on this side it slightly came through the plastic. And I'll do a 2.5 millimeter hole through here so I can thread it in. So what I've done is put a 3 millimeter M3 screw in here, which I cut the head off and put a slot in it. So it's actually seemingly a grub screw. You can see on this side it's sticking up slightly, and that is to grab those points. Remember in the beginning I said I'm not sure if we're going to be able to bend this far enough over to get those pins in, and I couldn't. So I eventually made a choice and say let's cut them off and put these two grub screws in, and then we can tighten them. And that actually worked fine. So if we can get that one in. And there it sits. But we sort of jumping the gun there. So yes, I will reprint this whole unit. What I'm thinking of doing is first assemble the whole unit, then use it for day 2, maybe a week or so. There might be other changes coming out, and then we will make those changes. I'll make another video of those changes as well, and print it again. Because what you can see here is also it's not aligned 100%. When I drilled through, I made a little mistake on this one. That's why it's coming through there. Just trying to get it to focus. Coming through there. So I'll do a 2.5 mil all the way through, so it's in line. We've got a slight, very slight offset there. Okay. Back side come out nice and clean. And this will live like this. And we need to get the bands through. So let's start doing that. I think we need to get those rubbers in first. I'm first going to take this out again. I'm going to put these rubbers in, and then we will start assembling this. And it's also clean up here a little bit. So let's clean this up. I'll bring it back now. Okay, so this unit, small rubber, silicone rubber, they go in these slots. See if those slots are correct. It sits in there. Get the other one out as well. See where it sits in the old one. Still something not very cleaned out. Cleaning out a little bit more here. Let's try again. No, it sits better. Not through yet. Right. Next, let's get the shafts out. And let's have a look. So this one must come this side. There's super glue on here. Let's see how we can get that out without damaging it too much. But try to keep the existing one intact as far as possible. But I also don't want to damage the belt. And this glue is sticky. Well, it's doing its job. And the same. Let's cut this out. Something I didn't realize was this. It's got these gaps. I didn't see that in the beginning. We could have done the same here. But I like this positive connection. So let's see if it's gonna work. You can only try. Going to be a very tight fit. Well, it's drawing it in. Okay, so it's doing it at the moment. It's pushing that nut out. It's slightly skew. You need to push it back. It goes in so. Just leave that one out for now. We'll take this one out as well. Okay, so we've got this. and we need to have that one like that set up. The other thing I will make sure on the next version is that this is slightly bigger. You can have actually more room for this belt to go through. Oh, that's sitting. I would still like to get it to nut in there. But I really don't see that happening. It's literally look in there. It's tight, tight, tight. So next version we might not even put the nut part in here. That one has some space to move, so we can try that as well. Let's get this in for now. So this is flapping around, annoying me. And there prototype sits. I still would like to get these two nuts in. And off camera I will still try to do that. If I do get it right, I'll bring it back for that one. Okay, so can't get these nuts in. So there will be some changes. Like I said, I might go over to this style on the next one. Think about this. What else? We'll put this 2.5 millimeter hole through for the M3 screw. Then this shoulder at the back we might also clear out slightly, because it's not going completely flat, but I've tested it at night and that's actually what you want. And you don't want to shine in the air. You want actually on the road wheel if you're jogging or if you're working. But you still want the option of bringing it all the way back, so we'll take that out as well. And then, yeah, we'll see how it operates. There's another video coming out on this. I will post it again in this series. But for now, this is me. Guys, if you want to see more of this, please like, subscribe. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. I'm out.